Hi, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the smoking nicotine will decrease the sexual reward. So, what that means? Basically, let's understand about how the sexual reward will decrease due to the nicotine consumption. So, when you will increase the nicotine, so in this way, your brains, your limbic system, which that get the positive reward, it means the positive feedback mechanism. In this way you will get the reward and again you will smoke. So what is the reason behind this process? What is the positive feedback mechanism? So in this way, when you will smoke or on the other type of nicotine consumption, in this way your dopamine level and serotonin and other excitatory neuron excitation through neurotransmitter like dopamine will increase and will lead to excite your neurons. After this, the using of the dopamine will increase. So the increase of the dopamine releasing and in this way bind with a specific neuron in the brain will lead to get the pleasure, and this pleasure is same like orgasmic pleasure. So that is why. So when you will basically more nicotine consume, when you will more use the nicotine, so in this way your dopamine level will increase again and again, will lead to get the positive feedback as a reward, and you will crave, and you crave to the again nicotine consumption, and again you will do that. That is the positive feedback. So in this way, the dopamine level again and again production will lead to dopamine resistant, because the presynaptic neuron which that release the dopamine will bind with the postsynaptic neuron, will lead to trigger the excitation, like the basically on the basis of the reward excitation, like when you will smoke. So in this way you will feel fuzzy, and you will feel calmness, cool, and you get the positive feedback. In this way you will again require, you crave the nicotine. This is the reason. So same mechanism apply in the sexual activity, and in this way the basically is the sexual desire. So the sexual reward mechanism is same, because when the orgasm will occur, in this way the rushes of the dopamine increase in your brain will lead to realize yourself as a positive and happiness, the happy feeling, and this feeling will lead to again get the reward. This is the positive feedback mechanism, same like nicotine consumption. So in this way basically the nicotine will again and again trigger the dopamine, and the dopamine will lead to release as a stored dopamine in the neurotransmitter. So the dopaminergic neuron will release the dopamine, and in this way the dopamine will bind with a specific neuron with a receptor, and in this way the receptor also damaged due to the chronic dopamine releasing mechanism, and in this way your dopamine affinity with the receptor will decrease, same like diabetes. So in this way the same like insulin resistance, because the insulin will not bind with a specific receptor due to the damage of the receptor and the genetic mutation, because our cell realized that we should not use more dopamine, so the automatically dopamine receptor will decline, so decrease the dopamine receptor. In this way when you will not smoke, so the dopamine receptor will again fresh the specific dopamine receptor, and then again the orgasm can work more efficiently. So the basic reason is that when you will smoke more, so the dopamine receptor and dopamine releasing factors and more things will choose for the reward, and in this way the positive feedback mechanism will occur. Again and again dopamine releasing system will lead to disturb the orgasm, because the orgasm is same, but the more and more peak level of the releasing of the dopamine. That is why after the nicotine consumption more and more chronically, chain smoker or some others, which that more using of the nicotine will get the less desire and less libido, and in this way the less desire of the sex. So that is why the orgasm will decrease. So the pleasure of the orgasm will decrease basically. That is why orgasm will occur, but the pleasure of the orgasm will less as compared to the normal person. So when you will not smoke, so in this way the orgasm can get the more benefit and more feeling. That is why the more dopamine releasing system, serotonin and oxytocin will release more, and in this way your body will cool down more as compared to the smoker. So that is why. So I hope you make sense about that. I will make another video. So this is the first video after a long time. So I will make a more biomedical science video and the biochemistry in the handwritten tutorial, but for this time this is the reason about the dopamine releasing system. So in this way basically dopamine will release more. So in this way the dopamine resistance will occur, and in this way the receptor will damage, and in this way basically your reward mechanism will decline. So you should get more excitation, so you will addict and again more nicotine using system. That is a positive feedback, and same like a orgasm. So the orgasm will decrease due to the more and more working. So I hope you make sense about that. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this time, bye.